Oh, right there. Okay, we need to settle right there. All right. Hi guys. We have apparently picked our current sleeping space. It's of course in the way of my feet, or my feet are in the way of the cat. I'm not entirely sure how we want to phrase that. It's the last Sunday in November. Shall we do a podcast? Do the things, you know? Maybe that's not the I want. Uh, ba, 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 ba. How is it the end of November? Hey, Sandy. I'm going to be. We got to do a bit of a fair dues warning for this episode. I am currently kicking tiny chickens out of my system. I caught a bug, guys. I've been sick the last couple of days. So my focus, which isn't really good to start with, is absolutely out to lunch. So we're going to be rambling, and I have no idea how well this is going to go. Hey, Nikki. Hello, Asa. How is your headache? Has it gone away? Because I know you had one yesterday. Oh, I hate headaches. They're terrible. Hello, Susanna. I am going to be easily distracted. There will be extra nose blowing today because my sinuses are draining. Good times. However, it's fine. The unholy evil alliance known as the virus du jour for the year in my period cycle at the same time has finally broken, and I am now winning the battle. I'm gonna have to be winning the battle into the start of Vlogmas, which is gonna make tomorrow interesting for me. But today is the last day of November, and we have a podcast to do. So, keeping that in mind, we should get started because I have a table full of yarn stuff to talk about and plans to make. We love a plan around here. It never works, but we'll try this a bit. Oh, also, I'm glad the headache's gone. I'm glad it's gone. Headaches, especially like the multiple day headaches, are terrible. Yesterday was the Patreon movie night day, afternoon, whenever it happens to happen for everybody in their time zone. Uh, we voted for Die Hard this month, and then unfortunately, the people who voted for Die Hard couldn't make it, but everybody who voted for Rush Hour had made it. So we watched Rush Hour. Why? Because it's November. It's cheesy action month in my brain. And boy, I had forgotten how A, terribly that movie had aged, and B, how delightful I find Jackie Chan movies. So that was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was super fun. Oh, so good. Good evening. So we've got the thing with the Patreon members is if you make it to the movie night, and this has a purpose to it. If you make it to the movie night, at the end of the movie, we discuss the movie, make fun of it. Usually, is what happens. Is we tend to pick very cheesy movies for a reason. It's a way to break from reality. And the theme for next month is released, and we sort of create like a short list to go see if we can find where to stream and platform. So if you attend a movie, you get to sort of suggest movies for the next month. So that's good. So I have a list of movies to go look up, and in December, it's going to be after Christmas for the movie night for Patreon members. We're going to post Christmas break. We're going to watch a movie that is a reboot of another movie. It's a very specific theme. It's a laundry list of things because all Hollywood does is reboots and remakes these days, so it's fine. But we got our short list, and I was very excited that people seemed pumped by some of the suggestions that I had, because you never know, right? So today I'm going to give myself the grace that of having had tiny chickens, I lost a couple of days of being able to do anything other than stare at a wall and go, like a zombie, because there was nothing but tiny chickens going on in my brain pan. Today I feel a little more human. Like I wanted to get up and do things. I'm still fairly tired, but I'm not like death wormed over tired. So I think we're on the mend now, which is good. You know, what are you going to do? I did, however, get some stuff done before I was taken down, made low, kicked in the teeth. I actually have a finish. Is it a finish that I was supposed to be working on this week? Absolutely not. Why would I do that? That would be logical and make sense. I instead finished my Suckhead slouch hat, which, given the current temperature in the city and that we're into the minus teens in the Celsius range with the wind chill now, probably a good thing because I don't have any lightweight hats. So this is what is left of one of these Star Trek Club colorways, which had been wrapped up for the yarn club from my stash that I had going this year. So if everybody remembers, for fun, last year, Erin kindly picked out and wrapped up 12 chunks of yarn to count as a yarn club from my personal stash. That was delightful. I really enjoyed it. I'm doing it again next year. The twist on it is the mysterious Mr. B picked 12 skeins of yarn this time. I means I left him in here unattended for him to pick, and he asked if there was preferences, and I said nope, just needed 12 skeins, and I couldn't know what they were. He said cool, and I obviously he didn't wrap them, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to wrap them, either with my eyes closed or like maybe I'll ask Erin or my sister when she's down at Christmas or something when she comes over. Like I'll ask somebody. But next year's yarn club from Stash has been curated and is ready to be wrapped and ready to go. And today we're going to open up the last one for this year. So we have tons of going on. Oh, I super recommend the Stash Yarn Club. That has been an absolute delight. The joy of it for me has been letting other people in to pick, so I don't know what's been picked from my stash. And I have a fairly big stash, which means I don't immediately know what everything is. I'd have to come in and take a look and touch and feel. So it is a way to rediscover yarns that we know I like. They're in here. I like the yarn. So it helps. And there's that nice challenge to go, okay, well, I've opened this up. What can I make with this? So I've really enjoyed that. So I am excited to do it again next year. Does that mean I didn't order Erin's Yarn Club for next year? Absolutely not. Next year's Yarn Club is full of food puns for titles. I want it. I want it. I don't need sneak peeks. I don't need previews. I don't even need to know what Bob's Burger is. I'm good. I love the yarn. I love Erin's colorway choices. I'm happy. I'm good to go. Not a problem for me. Oh gosh, my brain is so full of tiny chickens. Okay, I talked to my mother yesterday. That must have been a treat for her. I don't think I had enough brain cells for that conversation. Sockhead Sledge Hat. We have a hat. It's nothing fancy. It is the Sockhead Sledge Hat. It is an older pattern. Great for one skein of fingering weight yarn. It does leave you with leftovers. I don't do it at the gauge listed for the hat. I'm not looking for a super dense hat to keep heat in. I'm looking for a way to reduce the volume of wind on my left ear, as it is now and forever will be sensitive to wind. And that's fine. That's just the nature of the ear now. Why? Because reasons. However, when I fold up this 4-inch brim of hat, I get 4 inches of ear coverage, because 2 inches of ear coverage is not enough ear coverage. It's not enough ear coverage. I like about the Sockhead Slouch hat. And then the hat still sits on my head with a little bit of space, and I can either pull it down and make it really snug, or I can leave a bit of space on top. So there's room in case, I'm running a bun and I have a lot of hair. They're really big buns, but I have a hat. So I'm going to have to be making some more hats, just because I'm going to need to have hats now, unfortunately. Oh, my nose. Oh, tiny chickens can just go die. I don't like them. But we're done. I got to weave in an end. I got to give her a wash. I got to give her a block. At the moment, we're currently washing sheets and beddings because I need to change sheets and beddings because I've been ill for the last few days. So we need to do the little wash routine situation for that. So that's going on today. However, when that's done, I'm going to wash the last of the winter knits that have come out of storage and hang them all up and get them blocked and ready for the winter season, which is now officially here. Given that the 21st of December is marking the halfway point through winter and snow's sort of starting to arrive, I've already done half of winter and fall clothes, so at least now I can wear my winter stuff in the last half of the winter season. So it's a thing, right? But we have more projects. I did, hey, knitting purple. I did get some more stuff done. uh, I need to keep my eyes open because I know there's a parcel coming in the mail, and I don't think I've checked my mailbox for a thing in like 5 or 6 days. That's fine. Mail's not delivered every day to the building anyway. I'll check on Monday or today. I'm going to try to take garbage out today. We'll see how that goes. We have reached the end of November, which means we have reached the beginning of December. And at the end of November and the beginning of December, every year I start making dishcloths. Last year I made scrubby dishcloths because it was make scrubby dishcloths year. This year we're just crocheting up some nice non-scrubby dishcloths. So these are a bit bigger. I'm sorry, guys. These are a bit bigger than the scrubby dishcloths because they're not meant to be scrubby dishcloths. They're meant to be just regular old dishcloths. So I make them about hand size for me. I have not asked my mother or my sister or Erin if she wants any, but I will, and I use cotton scraps for it. So this is a random leftover chunk of Karen cotton cake. I have a fairly big ball of it still. It's right here. Yeah, I got a fairly big ball of it still, so I'm going to make some more dishcloths. Mostly it's because the dishcloths get used and they need to be replaced. So for me, these make really nice, quick gifts for people in Christmas season. They're also like a stack I can pull from once I've got the ends woven in. There's only ever one end. Once I have the end woven in, I can grab 2 or 3 and take them out for dinner parties, or if I'm invited over to people's places, or I'm going to a friend's house and we're doing a little like Christmas gathering situation. I grab a Christmas card, I sign it off, tuck a dishcloth in, I'm out the door. This is great, something I've done on and off for years. I'm happy to continue to do so. I have yet to have a dishcloth not be something an adult wants in a very long time. So these are just solid granny squares. They do also count towards the granny square challenge time allotment for it. I can do 2 an hour, so there's an hour's worth of work. And they make quick, useful, practical gifts, which I enjoy making. But yes, I do need to ask my sister and my mom if they want some. I suspect the answer is going to be yes. I suspect the answer is going to be yes. Oh, Susanna, I really hope they're able to clear up and let you know what it is that you did to your shoulder on your appointment on Wednesday. Oh, it's just terrible, 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 terrible. I hate when I hurt myself. Ugh. Especially the shoulder because it's so used. I mean, to be fair, any part of your body is connected to another part of your body, so you injure one part, you're gonna have problems all over the place. But man, injuring a shoulder sucks. Just sucks. However, with the 2 dishcloths done and the hat done, we had some FOs this week, which is really good because I went down with Tiny Chickens about Thursday evening. It was a problem. Thursday morning, it was my cycle. By Thursday evening, I registered. No, it wasn't just the monthly cycle. I'm also had Tiny Chickens going on. Unholy alliances, people. So, last Friday, I lost most of Saturday to just doing the work I needed to do, so no crafting occurred. Yes, thank you, Asa. If you guys could like the video, it would be very helpful for me in the algorithm. Let's talk about things I was supposed to work on this week, because I was supposed to be working on my Christmas socks this week, and I was supposed to be working on my Christmas sweater this week. I was also supposed to be working on my sister's Christmas present this week. I can tell you right now, the siblings' Christmas present did not happen this week. The last of the large marled granny squares I needed to do this week also did not happen this week. Those were scheduled to be Friday, Saturday projects, and I was too sick to do that, so it didn't happen. I did do some work on my Christmas sock. I'm While I am grateful that Louise extended the Christmas sock knit along for an extra week, I'm still not going to be done a pair of socks, and that's fine. I never thought I was going to be. I am making a pair of Christmas socks out of some Air and a Fireweed Fabrico yarn. If you guys don't already know, there's a coupon code. Enjoy. It's listed down below. I think they had a Black Friday sale too that just passed by. Anyway, this is Christmas Tree Farm. This is a delightful Christmas colorway. I really like it. And I made some sock progress. Because even when I'm busy, I can make sock progress. Sometimes. Sometimes I cannot make sock progress. I am officially past a heel. Oh, wait, I should turn this inside out so you guys can see it the right way. Hang on. Hang on. Please hold. Your inquiry will be answered in the number in which it was received. Here we go. We have a heel. Look, a heel. There's a heel on my sock. There's a front of my sock. I don't know how this occasionally, like I get the occasional variegated yarn that's micro stripes when I make socks in my size, but it's happening again and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So we got a foot, we got a heel. Of course, once I gave up on pattern socks and went to the classic vanilla toe-up recipe that I really enjoy, the sock is flown real quick. As usual, I made the mock garter short row heel that I enjoy. Why? I like the extra squishy on my heel because I tend to put all my weight on my heel when I'm standing. So that's where I wear my socks out. I found as once I moved to a garter heel, I don't wear them out as fast, which is really nice. So it's a bonus. However, now I need to make that little leg section. I had planned for these to be shorties, mostly because shorties are what I'm short on right now. I'll be here all week, guys. So I need to go 2 inches up the leg, and then in regular stockinette, and then I need to do 2 inches of ribbing. The real question becomes, now that I'm looking at it, and I got this big old long foot, because I have a big old long foot, I think I really want to have a contrast cuff, which means I need to go into my minis, which are like right behind me. And I need to find a nice contrast mini skein to use, so I have some contrast cuffs going on these socks. I think that'll be really fun. What color yet? I don't know. I'm going to have to try to take a look after the podcast here and see if I can find something out. But we got this nice little weird coloring going on the heel and the toe that match, and the micro stripes up the leg. So I think hopefully the second sock goes the same route, and I will have a wonderful pair of Christmas socks in time for Christmas. Definitely not in time for the end of the Louise's annual sock Christmas knit along, mostly because I'm not that fast with sock knitting. I knit socks. I am not a sock knitter, and I am super okay with that. So I'm going to turn this back around. Otherwise, I will be very confused later. I'm going to do my usual. My size 10, 11 foot means there's a very long foot section, and I don't like it flopping about in the breeze while I'm working on the leg. So I clippy it up so that it's more compact. I do have some events coming up later in October that I'll be attending that I hopefully will be onto the second sock for, that I can take and knit while I'm there, because nobody notices me sitting in a church pew knitting on a sock while I'm at a Christmas concert. Mostly because I don't worry about sitting at the front. I can't see what's going on anyway, so it's fine. Oh, gosh. All right, let's stick these needles back in here. Progress. Progress. I'm obviously not going to be doing stuff this week because I don't need to give this to anybody. Okay, Susanna, let us know if you got good mail. All right, let us continue. I've got one other project to check up with you guys on, and that is the sweater progress for the week. Then we can talk about fun stuff, which are December goals and plans, and we can open up that last yarn from the stash collection for this year, because I also have it down here. However, step 1. Oh my god, make space. There's no space, you guys. Let's talk Christmas sweater. We've all heard the drama, right? Like we all know how we got here with the sweater. I'm working on a striped version of the Saturday morning sweater by Tristan of Dragonheart Designs, and it's meant to be a color block sweater. It is meant to be oversized and 80s. Oversized and 80s. I'm gonna just own it. It's an 80s sweater. It's boxy, it's drapey, and it's got yeah. It's meant for leggings, house socks, a cup of tea, and a book. Like that's the whole vibe that she's giving off with the sweater, and I love it. Do I make a lot of worsted weight sweaters? No, for the most part, I find worsted weight sweaters a bit heavy to wear most of the time. Am I doing a worsted weight sweater? Yeah, I'm going to do a worsted weight sweater every once in a while. This one I'm not too worried about. It's never going to see the light of day or public once it's finished, mostly because I don't wear oversized 80s sweaters out of my apartment. It's not my style vibe. But in the morning, post yoga, while I'm contemplating what I want to make for breakfast. So we're talking like 6:30 in the morning. I could go for a little 80s baggy sweater lifestyle. So I am making a baggy's 80s sweater. I am using some Barocco vintage in purple. Why? Because I still have a lot of Barocco vintage in purple. I am making it at the recommended ease for the pattern, which means I'm going to have 6 to 8 inches of positive ease for the sweater. So like, there's room. There's room. And I'm going to try to make it as long as possible so that I've got the full on comfortable curl up in the chair vibe. So like I'm aiming for like below the butt upper thigh level length. So like we got a ways to go before I'm done the body. But last week I split for the sleeves. This week I've got a bit of body work done. So I'm very happy with that. As much body work as I should be getting done in a week. Not even remotely. However, I am getting some body work done. I'm also making like the size 52-inch bust, and I tend to make the 48-inch bust because that's my upper bust measurement, even though my chest is a 52, 53-inch. So I'm making it for my bust size measurements, which means for modern day patterns, there is extra room at the top, which is not necessary. My hope is that makes this neckline big enough that I am like kind of one shoulder drapey situation going on once we've been worn and stretched out a little. That's the hope, because that's sort of like the look I'm going for. Again, guys, with yoga pants, leg warmers, and my hair in a messy bun. It's so 80s it hurts. It's so 80s it hurts. And it's fine. I like it. The pink stripe that I am doing in here in this yarn is the Arcane Fiberworks gingerbread colorway. I mostly made up the decision for this because I can't wear this particular shade of pink next to my skin. It's got to be kind of away from my face. It's my undertone is pink red, so I can't have pink reds or that orange red up close to my face. It's not the right color combo for my skin tone, which is fine. I can wear blue reds, and I do all the time. You guys see me do it. But with the purple at the top, yeah, I can wear purple. So the 3 inches of purple are combined with 1 inch of the pink, which is going to help me carry the pink down the length of the body. There's a lot of body left to knit. They're not, it's worsted, so like it goes pretty quick. But I need to denote some more time every day to picking up. I'm trying to get like at least 2 inches of body done a day or 3 inches of body done a day. I'm not sure how I'm going to work it out, but I need to. Oh, Jude. Welcome in. I gave everyone the heads up. Don't worry about today. I am kicking a cold or a bug or something out of my system, so I'm even more discombobulated than usual today. Feel free to put me back on track if I wander too far. Um, we're not entirely full of tiny chickens anymore, but we're not free of tiny chickens either. So I can totally understand the where has the day gone situation. My hope is would really like to be able to wear this Christmas morning at the latest. My Christmas days are quiet because I like them that way. I am not a hubba balub kind of human. I like the peace and quiet that comes from solitude before any sort of family thing goes on. So I am probably drive my family up the wall crazy about how strict I am. I prefer Christmas mornings to be my alone time. I'm happy to host my parents if they're in town and feed them breakfast because look what restaurants are open on Christmas Day, right? But I want my downtime. I want my quiet time. I like to play Stardew Valley. I like to chat with Asa because it's the end of her Christmas Day, about middle of my Christmas Day, and then I've done the cooking the couple of days in advance. So I'm just reheating food on December if we meet on Christmas Day for family stuff. So then I can start reheating things mid afternoon. My family shows up around 4 or 5 o'clock again on whatever day it is we have Christmas, and they're gone by 8:39. This is sort of what we kind of slid into as both me and my sister have become adults, and that is how I like to structure it. This would be great to wake up Christmas morning at 6. Because again, guys, my cat doesn't sleep in. She doesn't care if it's Christmas morning. 6:01 a.m. is breakfast time, and that's when we get fed. I want to get up and like have do my yoga and have my shower for the morning, and then I want to like put this on and like wander around in my leggings and an over baggy sweater for a good chunk of the day and just chill, like just chill. So that's the goal and the hope is to be done this by Christmas morning. Uh, Jude happens to all of us. Oh, don't worry, Jude. I will wander. I it's I think it's because I do a lot of peopling in advance of Christmas. I volunteer. I mean, like I think you guys know that I volunteer. I volunteer at senior care homes, so and I watch Christmas carols. So like I go to Christmas concerts held at churches with my friends who have children. I go out with my friends when they're in town and they're visiting. So like from the 1st of December to like the 24th of December, I'm fairly stacked with events and stuff. Obviously, being sick this week, I won't be at the senior care home this week because no, you don't do that. And I also won't be attending the event later this week that I had on the docket because I'm ill. I'm not going. I'm not giving anybody anything. It's not necessary. By the 24th, I'm done. I'm done. I have shared my time. I have shared some joy. I have shared events with people, and I'm ready to relax. I'm ready to just, and it helps that I have a small family. Like we don't. There's not a ton of us that live and interact on that way. My family's more known for just like, hey, we happen to be in town. Let's go for dinner. That's for what my family will do. My family will be in town whenever we celebrate Christmas, and we will have dinner. I do like to do the cooking in advance. We do have a laundry list of food allergies and restrictions and preferences, and they're all valid and in some cases extremely necessary to note. So my sister, who's a baker, who like went to school for baking, does the baking, and I do the cooking. And we host here because I've got the chairs, and I mean neither one of us truly have an extra lot of space, but we do it here. Then we're worried a little bit less about getting one more blind lady around because both my sister, my mother, and I all have the same eye disorder, which means we're all going blind. So that's 3 blind ladies with canes. My sister has a husband, he drives her around, and my mom has dad. As I don't have a driver in my life, it's easier if people come to me. Just saves us some steps. So it's fine, and I like doing it. Then the leftovers are here, and it means my parents can stop by. Like when my parents are in town, they have the spare keys to the apartment. They can come and go as they see fit. So my parents will wander in and out for lunch, and they might not even talk to me if I'm in the office doing work. But they come in, help themselves with some food, and wander away, and that's totally fine. But on a whole, we started scaling back Christmases years ago, and it's worked so nicely for us and how we choose to do things. And less draining on all of us all around. Oh yeah, allergies make everything. Allergies. Allergies are a lot. Allergies are a lot. Working around allergies is a thing. It's nice to have a quiet day. Also, I think it's really good. I know you've got the extra complication of your sister this year, so that's not going to add to it any sort of extra ease to that process at all. You're going to have extra stuff to worry about. However, my hope and my goal is Christmas sweaters done on Christmas Day, which also means that it's done for then it's done for like the 27th, which will be the Patreon movie day for the month. I also don't do New Year's Eve things unless one friend is specifically in town from Thailand, because he comes and visits every once in a while from Thailand. I will make a point of going out to a New Year's Eve event where he is at so that we get some visiting time in while he's in town. Otherwise, New Year's Eve, I will also be in the sweater and in leggings or pajamas in bed by 9. I don't care. I don't care. I don't need to start the new year off exhausted. It's not fun. Or hungover. I did that for years. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with that. So there are some wonderful moments in my life where this sweater will be handy. And what I need to do is I need to measure from my arm, the underside of my armpit, to the length I want the body to be at. And then I need to find out how much body I have knit, take that number of inches out of the total number of inches I need, and then divide that by how many inches I want done in a day. Because I do need to do the sleeves, right? And like, it's a sleeve a week. I have the wingspan of a snowy owl on my hands. Sleeves are not a short process either. So I need to budget time for the sleeves. So I think that's what I need to do with the sweater so that we can make some significant progress. I will drop a progress keeper into that sweater so we can see how much progress I've made next week. So we can see it. I have a really cool dragon shaped one somewhere. I think I know where it is. If I do, I'll clip that in there because it's perfect for Wish to Wait Yarn. And then that way we can check how much progress I have at the end of next week when we meet up. So. Oh, gosh. Now, we've got some yarn to talk about. Also, traditional food is fun, but yes, it can be heavy. However, the stuff that I find super truly annoying to make, I am able to ask kindly for my other family members to make. I heard that the bow ring sounds, so hopefully we haven't lost my sound. I hope. Sounds good. Okay, thank you. I have a friend. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of leftovers. Sandy, I have a friend for New Year's. He has known me for years. Like, we dated. He knows me. He knows I am not, and I haven't been a big go out New Year's Eve person. I will, but it's not my favorite thing to do. He knows my favorite New Year's Eve tradition involves bed by 10. What has he done the last consecutive 5 years? Yeah, 5 years. I have received a picture of his daughter every year at New Year's Eve since she was born in 2020. So 5 years this year. Of whatever it is or wherever it is, she's fallen asleep. Now, as a baby, it was obviously another thing. In the last few years, we're like little people sized now. So there was a photo, I think last year, of her sprawled out on the living room floor because she was bound and determined to stay up with her mommy and daddy till New Year's Day came in, out cold. The cute thing was all the pets in the house, so like the 2 dogs and 2 cats, also out cold beside the kid. He sends me these things at like 12:30 or 12:15. He knows I'm sleeping. He knows I'm sleeping. He knows me. He knows me. I wake up and I see it 6 in the morning and I reply because I know his phone's not on silent. Do I mute him? Oh, I mute him. I mute him. I mute him. Otherwise, I would hear the ding and I would wake up. But I've learned I mute his butt. But I know he doesn't mute me because his wife texts and goes, "Oh, I totally woke him up." Sir. But that is, It's a running joke in my friends' family circle that while I am not the oldest person in a lot of the friend circles, I am the oldest person in some that I'm generally very. If it's a big holiday thing, I'd rather not. Can we go out like the day after when nobody else is out? It just makes my life much easier, you know? Oh God, just you know. I suppose it depends on how loud you guys get. I am not far enough away from the area of the town that does the fireworks that I don't hear them. And I certainly live in a downtown, so we get the drunks. It's like living near a railroad track. And I've lived near a railroad track. I just don't hear the sounds anymore. It's a very nice trick, and I'm very glad I know that trick. And it's good. All right. We got through the stuff I actually worked on this week. Let's open up some Stash Yarn Club and let's talk about things that are going on in December. I did get some yarn. I only grabbed one of the balls. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have grabbed the other two balls for the other colors, but that's okay. We'll make do. I don't want to get up. So, oh, no. I live in a downtown area of a capital city, Jude. It's noise all the time. I've tuned it out now. I have in my possession several balls of Bernat Premium. I have many in a navy blue, which has been purchased. I apparently forgot to grab the white and the pumpkin orange. Um, so go me. They're in the freaking okay. It's a lie. I can't see the bag that all the yarn is in, but I know the bag that all the yarn is in is over there because this is where I pulled the blue yarn out of. This is for a very specific project. Project. It is for my brother-in-law's Christmas present. It's a joint gift from a chunk of the family. I'm doing the bulk of the labor, which is fine. He lost a couch throw this year because puppy. So I'm replacing that couch throw with a granny square couch throw, mostly because my brother-in-law is the kind of human that can stand outside in minus 20 degrees Celsius weather in his shoes, his shorts, his football jersey, and a pair of mittens to shovel the driveway, and he says he's comfortable. Okay. Even I would find that not appropriate clothing to wear outside, and I run warm. However, he loves the Chicago Bears, so hence the colors of navy blue, pumpkin, which is the closest I could get to burnt orange, and white. And I'm just going to start by making a navy blue granny square. And then when I get bored of navy blue, I'm going to add in a 4-row strip of orange and a 2-row strip of white. And then I'm going to go back to navy blue. And we're going to do this till we are probably 40 by 40. I had thought about making it by like 32 by 40 and then make like a rectangular shape. And then I was like, nah, we'll just make it a big old square. So we're going to go 40 by 40. The joy of doing it into the Bernat Premium is because it is a very, very, very commercial yarn. I don't have to be super worried about dye lots, especially when I'm doing the crochet work. I just have to make sure to sort of alternate my rows as I change colors from different dye lots. If I end up buying more yarn, I don't think I need to. And it's acrylic. It's a nice hard-wearing acrylic that feels nice and soft, which means, because again, this is a couch that I was going to live on a couch with a house with dogs, two big boys, two big puppies. And will inevitably get food spilt on it. We'll have dog toy slobber on it because it'll have had bones chewed on it. Like it's not going to have an easy life. My sibling can toss it in the washer and dryer, and she knows she can set it on a hot wash and clean it really good, which is really important and is something that she prefers for her care and wear for a lot of her stuff. When she gets stuff that is wool, she just care for it properly, but for the most part, if it's going to be a hard wearing item, blanket, mittens for her child, they prefer stuff that can be tossed in the washing machine. That's fair. Totally understand. So I'm going to absolutely start that tomorrow, mostly because I promised myself to start it tomorrow, and it would be a bulk of my granny square crochet work for the month of December. Is it going to be done in time for Christmas? I don't know. I mean, it depends on when the family ends up having Christmas. If we end up having Christmas Day, no. No, I'm good, but I'm not that good. And I still have other things I need to finish up. So whatever. It's fine. I know my brother-in-law will look at it and I'll be like, cool, here it is as it is now. Now you're going to return it to me so I can finish working on it. And I will proceed to start working on it while after opening up Christmas presents. So I know that's how it's going to work, mostly because we decided to do the joint gift and it's something at this size in October. And then it was finalized in November. And I need more time than that to do a couch throw. I think if I just had just the crochet couch throw left to do, I probably could get it done before Christmas, but I still have my mom's Christmas presents to finish. My sister's ham linings still need to be sewn into her stuff, and I still need to make things for the kid. So, like, I still got stuff on the go, you know? You try your best. So, that's fine. Yeah, I think I did. Well, I got really good hearing, and fireworks are really loud. I don't like that they're done in cities. I don't like that they're done in city centers. I understand a lot of people get uppity about it. I I've spent enough time volunteering over the last chunk of years with seniors who are veterans to understand exactly how damaging the sounds can be for people. They are a PTSD trigger. They are a stress trigger for dogs. They upset small humans. They are damaging. So I don't, I personally have very strong negative opinions about fireworks in any city centers ever for a lot of those reasons because I know they're harming people, like they're actively harming people, so I just don't like that we do them. I don't have any say about it, so it's not something I feel like should stress too much. But I don't. The only thing I can do is vote with my feet and vote not to be at those events and not to spend money at those events or to advocate or showcase those events. And that's how I show that I don't think it's appropriate. So that's what I do, mostly because we can have laser shows now, which will still give you the pretty lights, but don't have the triggering sound issues. So my brain's like, could we just move to laser shows? Could we just move to laser light shows? I mean, I still won't go. I won't see anything, but could we at least stop actively harming people in our community? That'd be nice. I'd appreciate it. But for a lot of people, it's like having booze at things. They just they say it's something you need to have when we all know it's not something you need to do. So I have the last skein. It is the last skein. And we're going to open this last skein. And we're going to enjoy the last of the Yarn Stash Club for the year. It's one skein. I know I squished it in advance. I also untaped one in advance, so I didn't have to be quite so crinkly when I was removing this yarn. However, I don't know what it is. What are we? Ooh, hello. Oh, hello. This is from Mammoth Yarns. I don't even think she's dying anymore. This could be fun. So, thanks. I think we need to take a look at it. I think our decibels are too loud. We have fireworks in the downtown area of my city, and I have issues with it from the perspective of when we didn't know better, sure, but we know better now, so we shouldn't be doing it anymore. All right. Look at that. Guys, look at this. This is my yarn for the month. What am I going to do with this? Hang on, wait, can I tilt this so it looks good? My camera is a little weird. I got the window open today, so like we're getting a bit better color orientation for it. It is a finger weights game. Don't worry, I'm going to turn my phone on and I'm going to read the tag label to see if I can get a color off of it here in a second. What am I going to do with this? These are pretty. Did I do a pair of like fingerless mittens for myself maybe? Or maybe mittens? Do I need mittens? I could do some mittens. Maybe. Okay, let's wind this up so we're in a hank again. Otherwise, my cat will absolutely play with this. She's at my feet. I don't think she'll stay at my feet much longer because I've got the window open. Got some cold air coming into my toesies. But this is December. Aaron picked some really freaking pretty skeins this year. But we need something. We made a hat last month. I don't think I want to make another hat right now. But we need to make something out of this. This needs to be something. Hat and mittens. Thank you, Susanna. You also, you think this would be a great cowl for my friend Asa? No, you don't say. I wonder if he came to that conclusion. Oh, God. You are simultaneously the best and the worst. I love you so much. Don't ever change. Oh, I like how Susanna votes for you. I'm so glad Susanna's voting for Asa's suggestion. Oh, it's so good. I did ask. You are correct, Asa. I did ask. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what this yarn way is colored. Because this, I think it's mammoth. I think it's mammoth yarns. And I don't know if she's still dying or not. I haven't seen her in years or a booth of hers in years. It's possible she's not dying anymore. Am I great at keeping up with people? Absolutely not. I could say it's reasoning or anything, but not just it is the way it is. Yeah, it's Mammoth Studios. Oh, I did recognize the label correctly. Ah, go me. I love her label. It's so cute. All right, now, do you have anything in here that's useful for me? Or are you just a descriptor of the yarn type? Which I mean, useful. Hang on, wait, this is hard to do. It's a merino. I could tell that by touch. It'll have the yardage. That's nice. Maybe on the back of the label? There's a sticker on the back. I can feel it. So maybe the sticker has more information for us. I'm charging my headphones, so I don't have the talk back or the talk function on my phone turned on. Oh, it's Prairie Crocuses is the colorway name. Haha, we found it. Excellent. Guys, we found the name. I could do a cowl and like little mittens. Could just do a nice big old cowl. Nice big drapey cowl. That could be fun. I could hold this with some of that boucle white I still have and make, which would bump it up to like almost a DK weight. And then I can make like a little marled mitten cowl situation. That would be fun. I would use 2 skeins up. Maybe. Oh, Jude, are you supposed to be making pizza? Uh-oh. Susanna, tea is a good idea. I should make some tea. Don't worry, Jude. Once I'm done here, I need to make bread, so you're not the only one sitting on some timelines going, what's happening with the day? How is it already nearly 1 o'clock? I kind of like the boucle idea. Like add the boucle, the white boucle in, and then we get like this purple-white marled situation going on. And then a pair of mittens and a cowl. I like that. I also have all the numbers for mittens and a cowl in the DK weight range, so I could whip one up real quick. Well, real quick, air quotes. But I'm liking that idea a lot. That. I mean, it doesn't help with the Craft Around the World challenge if I just do it from memory and recipes that I have. Maybe I should try to take a look for some patterns first. For some nice cowl patterns, maybe. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I should do that first and then see if I've got anything that I could do for Craft Around the World that would work for. Oh, I like that plan. If not, we have the backup boucle edition for a little marled action going on. And we'll just we'll keep our eyes open, but if I don't find anything in the next couple of days that I really like, I think that's what I'll do. But that is the last of the Stash Yarn Club. I won't show the December yarn from Erin's Yarn Club till we get towards the end of December. That way, everybody who gets their stuff mailed to them has a chance to get it mailed, and they can open it up at their leisure and stuff. Do I have it? Yes. Do I already know what color it is? Absolutely. Can I wait to show all of you till later? Also, yes. We do have some big stuff coming up in December, so we can talk about that while I contemplate in my brain what I want to do with this last skein of yarn. Because, as we know, December is a busy month. You are correct, Jude. If I do it from memory in a recipe, I am more likely to get it done, and I'm more likely to do it very quickly. And given the volume of work I'm about to attempt to take on for myself in the podcast, it may end up just being that way because there is only so much bandwidth one brain has, and then you run out of bandwidth. And I usually sit very high on the consumption of bandwidth scale. So, December literally starts tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's last month of the year. Where did 2025 go? I already have questions. I don't know. I already have stuff that I haven't finished that I wanted to get done in this year. It happens. I never get all the crafting goals done. I know this about myself. And we already have plans, standing plans for January. So like January is already like 2/3 full, and I'm not even into December yet. However, tomorrow, one of my favorite and most unfavorited things starts to happen. Vlogmas. I love seeing people do little like the daily snippet update thing. I hate how it clutters my feed on YouTube. So I'm torn. I am torn every year when I think about Vlogmas. And I was thinking about it again in November. I have an advent calendar. So I have a very easy structure. We could do a daily check-in on how I'm progressing on using my 20 gram mini every day for the advent calendar. So then I had to decide, what was I going to make with my advent calendar? We have come to a decision on that one, which I'm very excited about. And then I had to decide how I wanted to structure a Vlogmas, because again, I love the daily snippets. I hate how it clutters the news feed. Like I hate how it clutters the YouTube feed up. However, YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, now we're talking. The little snippets, you can do a little check-in. We can show off the progress. We can talk about what we're working on, but I'm not necessarily cluttering what I consider a slightly longer format idea, which would be videos and podcasts and stuff. I can keep that 60-second, 2-minute check-in situation to the shorter profile sort of ideas. So I'm going to attempt a Vlogmas. I'm going to attempt a very me Vlogmas. So something that isn't going to drive me bonkers, isn't going to denote that I need to spend a lot of time video editing. It takes me a long time to video edit. It is hard, mostly because of the vision restrictions and the fact that I don't see very well anymore. So it is not a easy task. It is a very difficult task. I do it because I like challenging myself to do things, but I do acknowledge that I can't commit that time to a daily task, not knowing how my vision is going to be day to day. There are some days where I can't do any work on the computer. I simply don't have the focus for it. It's at the point where I am contemplating saving up to buy a veggie chopper, one of those super fancy things on a wing to cut vegetables, so that I can still prepare food on days when it is unsafe for me to be using a knife. No matter how sharp it is, and no matter how well my kitchen skills are, it is an increased risk on days when I can't see well enough to see my own hands. So, barring in mind that I know I can't video edit every day, the YouTube Shorts and the Instagram Reels are something I can do for my phone. They require very minimal editing. You can add fun GIFs to them, but it would let me do a sort of daily vlog sort of check-in thing. So I want to do that, I think, for December. Oh, that's good. We will do a check-in on the cardigan. Oh my gosh, so many messages. I could also do it as a design. You are right. Ooh. You do you also? I have. Heck, Elise, are you saying that 2025 is a bit of a challenge? You're not wrong. There's been many a challenge and dumpster fire years in the last few years for everybody. Sandy, we will talk about the choose your own adventure stuff here. Okay, get through the December stuff, and then if I don't talk about it, remind me that I said I was going to talk about it. Never mind, Sandy Oss is on it. She won't let me forget. So we're going to do a Vlogmas. I do need to finish the crafting for my family. So I do need to finish Christmas presents next month. So there's going to be a heightened focus on the Christmas presents. Obviously, my Christmas socks for myself and my Christmas sweater for myself, which already sort of puts us up into the. There's a lot of stuff going on in December. That's fine. When have I run not a high challenge month? When have I not run a high challenge month? My other thing I think I want to get started with, and I need to set up the habit so that it's ingrained in my brain pan and I do it every day, habit stacking, because that works best for me, is I think I need to start, in addition to the Instagram reel and YouTube short, I need to do a daily blog so that I get into the habit of writing out the stuff that I'm working on so that people in the hearing impaired community or people who don't enjoy the short video format have a way of interacting with the content, which means photos, which means doing some work. There again, it's not heavy work because I can do editing with text with a screen reader on. It gets interesting because they don't always pronounce things correctly, but having to look at one word in a paragraph is easier than trying to look at a whole paragraph's worth of words. So that is still a task that's quite manageable for me. So I think I'm going to, in conjunction with the Vlogmas, I'm going to do the reel, the short, and I'm going to have a daily post on the Ko-fi webpage so that we can start building into that. Because I know not everyone is comfortable being a Patreon member, so I want to give them a place to get content. Obviously, Patreon members get bonus and extra things because they're paying for it. And then I want to tell you guys what I'm turning the advent into, but I feel like I should leave it as a surprise till tomorrow. I'm going to leave it till a surprise till tomorrow. So we have those on the buckets. I had the usual, and I'm going to do it again this year. I like doing that medieval Advent challenge. It's 13 days, and it starts Christmas Day, and it rolls into the New Year, and it's just a personal challenge for me. I don't know what I'm going to pick up. I think it might be to see how many like whips I can get through in 13 days. Like, is there a whip I can pick up and finish in 13 days so that I can start the new year with an FO pretty quickly? I feel like that's probably my best bet this year for that challenge. And I will pick something. What? I don't know. I'd initially thought, hey, cast on another sweater. Let's be honest, guys. I'm running out of needles. I am out of needles. I am out of 4mm needles. I am out of 5mm needles, and I don't knit a lot on the larger size needles. I like having them, but I don't knit a lot on them. So I need to get something done. So maybe like I challenge myself to finish my I Am Borg Wood Woes for the medieval Advent. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. I do need to do extra videoing this month, and I need to finish learning the new video editor so I can do like whip parades and stuff. If I'm still struggling with the video editor, I'll just do it live. Like, don't worry. Like, you guys will get the whip parade, whether it's live or it's an edited video. It's just going to come down to where I'm at with the video editing software. Yes, Asa. Your blanket is another one. Oh, you think I should work on your blanket for the medieval Advent? That's not a bad idea, actually. That's actually a really good idea because it's crocheted, which will go fairly quick. The big thing is double checking my math before we commit to the pattern, which I've been putting off because I don't enjoy doing quite that much math. I'm looking off screen, which doesn't help any of you guys, but I can almost make out the bag of Asa's yarn for her blanket. Okay, maybe, yeah, that'd be a good one. I don't think I would say FO. It's not a huge blanket, but I don't think I'd say an FO. But I could certainly set like an intermediate goal, like having all the large lace squares done for the blanket. That's not a bad idea. Part of me thinks I should just start in the bottom corner for the theme and just connect and connect as I go, which will be slightly fiddlier to do in one strip, but if I make it along the bottom edge widthwise and then make the length up, then I'll have, and then I can fill in towards the other end, and then I'll know for sure that I haven't made too many lace squares because I can make the lace square as I need to as I go along in the pattern style, which it may honestly be the best bet. Because I'm so worried. I've done some of that math janky, and I do so much math janky. I like, okay, no, awesome. I'm warming to your idea of your blanket. To be a good challenge. Okay. Not a finish, though. Like, it's a lot of freaking blanket, babe. Okay. So, yeah, we're thinking along the same ideas. Like, I break it down and have a set number done for every day and, like, aim for, like, maybe a third to a half being finished. I could see, like, half. I could see about half. Half would be a stretch. Third would be something manageable in 13 days. Okay. I'm gonna think about it, but I like your idea. Let's let that percolate in the back of the brain pan. There's a lot percolating in the back of the brain pan. A lot. I wanted to make a Scandinavian cinnamon roll, slightly different than a regular cinnamon roll for an experimental Tuesday. I figured out I have to learn how to make my own marmalade. I need to make orange marmalade because I can't find any corn-free pre-made stuff. Cool. Let's add an extra layer of complications to this. So that recipe is in my brain as well today because I was looking at that before I went live and going, right, that'll be interesting. Also, it means I need to order oranges. Anyway, we're going to attempt to Vlogmas. It starts tomorrow, which means I got to finish decorating my Christmas tree today. That's fine. I got to make bread today anyway, so I'm going to be up for the afternoon. In theory, if we can stick to the schedule, if we can work on some habit building formats so we can start 2026 off strong, we'll do a Vlogmas every day. It won't be any of the stuff out in public. It's just going to be what I'm crafting on. Not everybody chooses to live on the internet. Most of us do, but not everybody does. So I don't want to take videos or stuff out in public. It's a huge violation of people's privacy, so I don't want to do that. So the videos and stuff will all be in my apartment because I choose to share that with you guys. So it's all going to be interior. May possibly include photos of my cat. I love my cat. We're all going to have to deal with that. I'm going to do little short reels, so little short check-in videos, and a blog post with photos every day for Vlogmas. Then that way we're not cluttering up too many feeds. And then I need to work on my Christmas stuff, which is great. We have a check-in on Friday with Louise. I think it's Friday this week. Yes, Friday this week. So we'll find out if I worked on Dad's hat for Christmas or not here shortly. And then what else did I have? I think, because I'm not showing the yarn off to the end of the month from Erin's stuff, just leaves Choose Your Own Adventure sweater. We can talk about it. Yeah, cat pictures. Hello, love. Ooh. It's true. Jude does. Gotta be honest. My mom found her old cookbook for when she was in school, and it had an original butter tart recipe in it, so it doesn't use golden syrup. It had the ratios and math for butter and brown sugar for the butter tarts. And yes, because I can't have golden syrup, obviously. It's corn sugar. So no, it's not a safety concern I need to take into account. Though it's not something I'm super concerned about. I found a couple traditional marmalades that don't use a lot of ingredients or water bathe, and I can cut the recipe down to the smaller portions that I make. And I'm treating it the same way I treat compote. Like I don't eat store made jam. Like I make my own because I have to. This is not something I do voluntarily, and I'm lazy, so I tend to make a compote, but I only make enough compote for like 3 or 4 days worth of toasts because that's all I really generally want the jam for, and then I'm done with toast for a while and I don't want it again. So I'm going to treat them normally the same way as I'm going to make a smaller portion and cut down on the math and on the volume amounts for what I'm making so that I'm going to have enough for the experimental Tuesday and enough for a couple of pieces of toast. And then that's going to be my happy place, knowing that one of the primary ingredients is oranges. Obviously, it's orange marmalade. This makes sense. You can freeze citrus. So, like, I'm buying a bag of oranges, and then I'm just going to stick the oranges I'm not using in the freezer. Because when I'm ready to use those oranges, I will just thaw them and then use the oranges later. I do the same thing with lemons because citrus freeze is great. So, and I have freezers, so like a freezer, so like I've got space to do that with, right? But I don't make a big enough batch for water bathing to be a thing I need to worry about. Oh, nice. That's very sweet of him to hang up the advent for you that he made. That's so cool. One day I will buy another tea advent, but that's okay. I have one. I have Aaron's. It's yarn. I'm happy to go with it. And tomorrow will be the great reveal on what it is that we're making. Choose your own adventure sweater. That's what we're working on. We got to do an update for that. I need to take another sip of this beverage. It's holy Hannah. My sinuses are draining and it's gross. Yuck. Ooh, that would be fun. I never water bathe or steam canned anything. Ever. My sister has the equipment and stuff. I've never done it. My God, where do you pull this stuff from? Also, like, you got a memory like an elephant. It's been so long since I've even thought about that one. Woof. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Let's. Austin's already got me distracted. Choose your adventure sweater. Mistakes were made. Oh yeah, that's fair. With the Choose Your Own Adventure sweater, I had to start from scratch. I mean, we all know that Diana decided to part ways with us earlier this year, and she moved on to do her own stuff. And I'm happy that she's happy and she's enjoying the choices that she's made. I hope. Conversations aren't that deep. So I decided to rework the Choose Your Own Adventure sweater because it was no longer a collab between me and her. It was just going to be something for me. So I reworked all the questions. It also meant that I had to rework some of the choices and options. And Diana had half the choices, so she did half of the sampling. So I've had to rework samples as well. Now I'm at the point where I am ready to do my finalized versions for photos from me. So I've got those two settled and put out, and I have it graded, which means by the numbers, she's ready for testing. I haven't finished the last swatch yet. There's no reason, I just haven't done it. It's sitting there, it's staring me down, judging my butt, as it should be. Once that last swatch is done, I am going to call for testers, even though I'm not done my versions. Why? Because I have half knit this sweater 4 times. The raglan shoulder increases work fine, which is the part I was super worried about with the textures and the lace options. I cannot, let's rephrase it, I refuse to make this sweater enough times to test out each combo of lace and texture option. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. People, I draw the line. I draw the line. I will make 2 versions of the sweater for a finished sweater. Mine will be striped in 2 different colors because I love a contrast color stripe. That's my happy place. I have yarn for the second one sitting here. Like this yarn right here is for one of them. Wait, no. Am I cutting the right yarn? That's my spinning stuff. No, I can't see what I'm doing. By the ducky. Here we go. I'm by the ducky. This is for one of those combos. It hasn't even started yet. The other one is on the needles, and I'm very slowly making progress on it. What I need to do is I need to talk to some people in some threads who do testing at larger sizes because I would like to get the pattern to them first with the understanding that I want them to do the quiz and make the sweater that's going to fit them. And I want to see if the pattern's robust enough to handle changes that they choose to make to make the sweaters fit right. Because let's be honest, we all make tweaks. I don't do short rows in my sweaters. I wrote short row instructions because a lot of people like to have the short rows. I also add length. I wrote numbers for a regular length sweater, knowing that people like me are going to add length to the sweater. So I want to make sure that the pattern's got that sort of robusticity to it. That's not a word. It's robust but extra. What's that word? There's a word for it. Asa has list. She has to have list. Oh, Susanna. I feel so bad that your shoulder's bugging you. Oh, God. Okay, I'll put it on the to-do. I need more knitting time. I need more knitting needles. Okay, note to self. Buy some more 4mm chogus. Okay. Do I even have enough of a fingering weight yarn to start the Endless Summer Adventure cardigan? I wrote out notes somewhere for it. But I think that's as far as I got with that one. Anyway, technically, am I ready to pass the pattern off to my tech editor? That's also people. This is why she has a list. She knows all the things. She's in the know. She is the moderator and is she keeps the ship moving some days. Yes. Am I going to before Christmas? No. I'm going to open up the testing. The hope is to open up the testing in early January to call for everybody in so that we've got the tail end of winter into spring to get it done so that I can release it in summertime. Hi, phone. Would you like to inform me of a thing? Oh, that's not happening today because I'm sick. I canceled that. So I'm hoping to be ready for testers. It was a lot of work because I had quizzes already written out and I essentially had to redo the whole pattern. That was not an enjoyable task. It's fine. It's good. I am happy with it. I like the quizzes. I like the story that the quizzes tell. I like how we have the options and how that all works out. I have split the document into a couple of different documents so you can just print the sweater instructions and then you can print just the pages for your options that you have chosen. So each option has its own page on a separate document. And the quiz and intro info is on a third document. So that way, if you still print things, you can print what you need, but you're not printing extra. But if you don't print things, you have a less of a scroll situation ahead of you because they'll be separate. So you'll be able to go, yes, this texture, this lace, and then you can go to your sweater page. So I'm hoping that sort of makes it easier to function. Otherwise, like the choose your own adventure shawl was massive, you guys. Like the document was huge because it was all one document. So I like that I split it across 3. I do need to send off the things. And I do need to stress, oh my God, you need to read the info page before you start because it is important. So I'm doing that. I've also done a couple of other things. I have not and will not put needle sizes in there because gauge is very important for the lace and the texture to work properly. So it is just going to have gauge markers to hit, which I know annoys people, but how I get gauge and how a lot of other people get gauge is wildly different. And when we did the shawl, I got a lot of questions because we had the needle sizes included where people weren't getting gauge, but they also weren't gauge swatching. So their stuff looked funny or was the wrong size dimensions for the finished listed. So we've got a couple hurdles left. One of them is primarily me getting off McEaster, sitting down at this office and actually finding testers for larger knit sizes. Like we're talking we're talking the 52-inch bust and up, because they need to get the pattern first. And then I'm going to open the doors for the testing for the people who are obviously 50 inches and below. So we're going to do that way. And I want to do it in January because nobody has the brain space till January. None of us have space till January. We're busy with other stuff until the new year. So testing in the new year, I'm not going to share photos of my swatches or anything because I want to test the robusticity of the pattern as written to make sure that the instructions are clear and written. And I need to finish my last swatch is where we're sitting at right now. So many things. That is what I'm going to open up in one of the Ravelry threads in the next week or so. So the Northern Knits podcast page is going to have a Ravelry thread open up to sign up for testing for it. And I'm going to ask when obviously you'll have the instructions in the thread when I open it up that for everybody to go for. I thought about doing emails and stuff, but I need to have it somewhere where I can go find it, where the moderator has access to it also, so that we can answer questions as quickly as possible as they come in. So it's gonna be shared on Ravelry for everyone to sign up because that is a great meeting place for people and for threads and boards and stuff. So that's where I'm gonna put it. Probably middle of December I'll open up the thread at that point. I don't want to open up any earlier than that because we're not doing anything with it till early mid-January. So we've still got some time. It'll have things for like finding yarn, that sort of idea. I'm with us and June. I don't even vacuum in my own space. Oh, yes. They look awesome. I haven't even looked at the messages. Yeah. Asa is excellent keeping people on track and poking. I think she gets a perverse sense of joy of watching the panic on my face when I realize I've forgotten something. Or you have to be careful because if Asa starts poking you, she will also enable you into things. Like she knows I have deadlines. Who talked to me into a buddy knit with her in January? Asa. Asa did. She also loves adding to people's workloads. Careful. Be careful. She will do that to you. It's fine. I'm excited about the buddy knit. But choose your adventure. That's where we said. Once I've got that out to testers and we start to have feedback coming back in, and we're at final stages for that, I will pick up the Endless Summer Adventures cardigan and I will get it on the needles. Somewhere in between, I got to clear off a set of needles because I'm going to need a pair of 4mm needles because that is absolutely a fingering weight cardigan situation. So, going to have to work on that. When I don't know. I don't know. Because obviously I need to make 2 Choose Your Own Adventure sweaters while everyone's doing the testing to have photos for finished products. To see where my time goes. But if I start talking about it and showing it on the podcast too soon, we all get excited. And we know me. I have to be able to put it down for a while and walk away for a bit when my brain gets too much and pick something else up for a while. So it's not a kind of, I need that downtime space. So hopefully I can keep to that schedule. The hardest part for me was reworking the quiz. Not so much the grading in math. A Raglan sweater is a Raglan sweater is a Raglan sweater. It looks good on a lot of peeps. That's why we did it initially, and that's why I stuck to it. I made it fingering weight, though I wrote out the math for DK weight, so there is an option for DK weight, people who prefer to knit in the DK weight yarns. However, I will only be knitting them in the fingering weight versions. So there's that going on. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yes, testing by January, that is the goal. Now that I'm happy with where everything is sitting and I'm happy with the math, which was a lot of checking and a lot of me going, why can't you add or subtract at all with a calculator? What is wrong with your brain? It's fine. It's fine. I won. I won. It's a thing. I also haven't opened up any of the documents for it in weeks because I needed to take a break once I was done. So that I think covers everything. Did I miss anything? I think we got everything now, right? Mm. Oh my gosh. I'm almost out of beverage. We need to be done. I need to go make more hot beverage. I love the conversation going on in the chat thread. Oh, I think butter's on sale. If butter's on sale, maybe I try to buy some butter and make some shortbread cookies. I love shortbread cookies. Should I try to make shortbread cookies? I should try to make. Oh, Susanna, are you having troubles with your thing? The lower rare, I had a debate and I went down to a 36 is the lowest, but I'm still sort of debating if I should do like a size or two lower. Going down isn't terribly difficult. It's a massive size range, but I know it's just as much of a trouble for people on the smaller end of the scale as it is for people on the top end of the scale to find patterns that accommodate for it. The goal with this sweater pattern was to be that would be my raglan sweater pattern. So like if I wanted to put any sort of anything in a raglan sweater, I had done the math for the very big size range. So I would have a template to pull from. So for the moment we're sitting at like a 36, but I'm tempted to add a 34 and a 32 at the lower end of the scale just so that there's options because I know not all adults start at 36. Some are smaller. And they have just as much, like they shouldn't have to buy kids clothes, right? Like they should have adult sizings as well. But I'm not committed to it. Jumper is a pullover. So I don't know. I don't know. But I wouldn't go. I don't know if I'd go lower than a 32. I haven't written for a 32, but I certainly could. It's probably a good idea. I should probably do like a 32-inch bust as my smallest and go up to a full 62-inch bust. That's a lot of sizes, guys. But it would give a really good range for people to work from. I think we just add it to my work pile. Yeah, I'm gonna go down to a 32. I'm gonna go down to a 32-inch bust. Like I don't think I need to go smaller than that, do I? Yeah, 32 should be a decent small size. Isn't that like an extra small? Oh man, I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't even know anymore. All I know is for sure the 38, the 40, the 42, the 44, the 46, and the 48 will be the first slots that fill up. Because they're always the first slots that fill up. I will struggle to get 50 inches and up, and I suspect I will struggle to find people to knit 36 and down. But I will write for the smaller sizes, Jude. No worries, Jude. It is a huge range, Jude, and I think patterns need to be in that huge range spectrum. If I was offering it for free, you'd be on your own. But I'm charging you, so like I should do the math for it, guys, and I should do the work for it. And I can go down to the 32-inch, Jude. That's not a problem. Don't feel sorry about it. People's sizes are people's sizes, and I think as much as we had that big outrage about sizes not going big enough a few years ago, as we should have, I don't think there's enough kerfuffle about sizes not going as small as they need to go. Like we're not accommodating for everyone if we don't do it on both ends of the spectrum. So like you're right. I need to have the smallest range available as well too. So you're not wrong. I need to go. I need to go and I need to add some columns and stuff. Austin, can you send me a message to remind me I said that I was going to do that? Because I do not think my brain's going to remember. My my brain's done. Like I'm talking and I don't know what's coming out of my face anymore. I need, I think I think I need to go decorate a Christmas tree or do something that requires no brain pan, like kneading bread. I think I'm done with eloquent English, and I'm pretty sure that's not what I've been talking in the last hour and a bit. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go prep. My mom said she's already eating her Christmas cake, so I think I'm going to go have a slice of Christmas cake. I heard it bing in my ear. I think that was also sending me a message. I'm going to have some Christmas cake. I'm going to go make some more tea. I'm going to start some bread, and then I may stare at a wall for a while. Pretty sure I'll run out of spoons, guys. I'm going to say till next week. Actually, till tomorrow, because we're doing Vlogmas. I'm Jocelyn. This is the Northern Knits Podcast. And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to craft, guys. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Ah.